So they're not aware of it. So sometimes they say, we don't know what Saeed Chowdhury does. But I have witnessed, and there are other members of the community sitting here today who will attest to this, is that when people ring him up and he picks up the phone, he will go above and beyond. And I've seen him personally when people have had to travel even as far as Manchester to get things done. He takes his own car, travels with them, and gets the job done for them. And that, again, speaks volumes about the kind of counsellor he is, but also the kind of human being he is in the way that he will go out of his way to help others. The other way that I think Councillor Saeed Chowdhury is misunderstood is that people say that he never pulls out his wallet. He's a bit tight, and I think that's unfair. I think it's unfair, and the reason for that is I don't think he has a wallet. What I would like to say is that I think it's going to be a fun year. I would like to wish Foggy good luck, because Foggy, if you thought you had fun and games with Councillor Cosima Townley, you're in for a treat. Okay, so Councillor Chowdhury likes to, every winter in the autumn, he'd actually disappear to his ancestral village of Chuckmew. Just make sure he doesn't take them chains with him, all right? Okay. But I want to just finish. Again, I know that we're on a tight schedule. I think one of the things that I want to say is that Saeed Chowdhury, Councillor Saeed Chowdhury, will do a fantastic job as mayor of this borough. And he is known to everybody who knows him, not as Councillor Saeed Chowdhury, but Uncle Saeed. Even Sue Graham called him Uncle Saeed. Okay, and I want to say, in words that you always use with me, Councillor Saeed Chowdhury, you always say that you're an officer and a gentleman. And it gives me great privilege to move, and I don't think there's anybody more deserving of this, and I know you waited a long time for this, nobody more deserving of being the Mayor of Burnley. I move, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
I call upon Councillor Mohammed Ishiak to second the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Before I second the motion, I just want to say a few words. Before I start, I was wondering why Councillor Saeed Chowdhury is so nice to me last 6 months. He's been really great with me. I have a very special relationship with Mr. Councillor Saeed Chowdhury, where we argue, fight, we fall out, then we make up. But last 6 months, he's been really good to me. This is the reason, because he wants me to second his mayorship, but I'm privileged and honoured to do that. Mr. Saeed Chowdhury has been in my life for the last 40 years. He's played a significant role in my life, right from filling in an application form for university to doing a reference for me when I applied for multiple jobs and guiding me. And that comes from his experience, his background as a teacher, mentoring young people, developing young people, and leaving a legacy behind. I'm honoured today in this chamber, amongst all these people, to second him. It's a great privilege for me. And I was looking forward, and many others were, for many, many years, to see you on that chair. And I hope and I pray that you have a wonderful year, and you have left a legacy behind, people like me who you've supported for many, many years. Thank you, and I am privileged to second that motion.
Thank you, Councillor. Member of the Council only, will those in favour please say aye? Aye. Those against? I declare the motion carried.
Distinguished guests, members of the Council, ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding.
You can be seated.
I call upon the Mayor, Councillor Saeed Chowdhury, to make the statutory declaration acceptance of office.
I, Saeed Chowdhury, having been appointed to the office of Mayor of the Borough of Burnley, declare that I take that office upon myself and will duly and faithfully fulfill the duties of it according to the best of my judgment and ability. I undertake to observe the code as to the conduct which is expected of members of the council. Thank you. Now I will come to the yeah. This one? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I start in the name of God, the most gracious and most merciful. I thank God for all that He has given me and all that I have achieved. Bless me with humility, guide me to serve others with sincerity, and keep me grateful always. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, mayors and mayoresses, council members, family and friends. I welcome you all for taking time out and joining me in becoming Mayor of Burnley 2026 and 27. I am beyond thankful as I stand in the presence of you today. Representing this town is a great privilege and an honor for me. My fellow residents of Burnley, what a journey it has been. More than half a century ago, a young man stepped off a coach and looked around this town, its mills, its streets, its people, and made a quiet decision, this is home. That young man was me, and today standing before you as your mayor. I can tell you that decision was the best I have ever made. Burnley did not just give me a place to live, it gave me a purpose. I found my first footing in the textile mills, working shoulder to shoulder with the men and women who kept this town running. I drove your buses through its streets morning and night, and in rain and in frost. My colleagues used to joke with me, once I have become a bus driver, I was fully qualified to drive people of Burnley around the bend. And I did so successfully for 12 years. And when my colleagues needed a voice, they trusted me with theirs as I became a shop steward of the Transport and General Workers Union. That responsibility taught me something I have never forgotten. Every person deserves to be heard and treated equally and fairly. That belief carried me into our schools, where I had the privilege of teaching the next generation of Burnley's sons and daughters. It carried me into the employment tribunal, where for over 25 years I worked to ensure that fairness and equality were not just words on paper, but real protection for real people. And it carried me in 1991 to Colclough Ward and then to Dane's House and Stonion, where for over 15 years I have sat with you in your living rooms, walked with you through your streets, worries, and fought alongside with you on everything from social services to street litter, matters to making sure your voice reached the corridors of the council. I have never seen my role as sitting above you. I see it as sitting with you. Whether you came to this town as I did, carrying people, carrying hope in one hand and uncertainty in the other, or whether your family has been here for generations, you are Burnley. Your stories are this borough's stories. Your struggles are the reason public services exist today. Your triumphs are what make this town worth living in. As your mayor, I make you this pledge. The same energy I gave to the factory floor, I will give to this office. The same commitment and dedication shown in the classroom, I will show to every community across the borough. The same fairness I held in the tribunal, I will uphold in everything that bears Burnley's name. Burnley took me in, it shaped me, it honored me. Today, with deep humility, with a full heart, I am honored to serve it in return. As I take on the honor of serving as Mayor of Burnley, I want to express my heartfelt thanks to everyone who has supported me on this journey. First, I extend my sincere gratitude and thanks to my colleagues in the Chamber for their trust, encouragement, and shared commitment to our community. I'm equally thankful to the Council staff whose dedication and often unseen efforts have supported me throughout my time as a councillor. I also want to remember my mother and father who would have immensely proud of everything I have achieved. Their guidance, teaching, and values have shaped who I am today. To my family and friends, my gratitude is beyond words. Above all, I want to thank my wife, Naseem Akhtar, for putting up with me for over 40 years, whose unwavering support, patience, and strength have carried me through every challenge. She has stood beside me at every step, offering encouragement and understanding, and I could not have done this without her support. To my children, Faisal, Sobia, Vikas, and Harun, thank you for your constant love and support. Each of you has inspired me in your own way. Through your resilience, your kindness, and your belief in me, you have been a source of pride and motivation. And your encouragement has meant more than I can ever fully express. I would especially like to recognize and thank my brother, Akram and Mahmood, for their unwavering support throughout my life. I also really wish my dear friends, the late Haji Mia Rafiq was here because he was the one who always wanted. I'm sure he is looking down from heaven today with a smile Without each and every one of you, I would not have been here today. It is truly an honor to serve and look forward to giving back to the community that has given me so much. Thank you. God bless you all, and God bless Burnley. Your mayor proud to call this town home for over 50 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Item 2, vote of thanks to the retiring mayor. I call upon Councillor Mark Townsend to move a vote of thanks to the retiring mayor, Councillor Paul Reynolds, for their services during the past municipal year. Councillor Mark Townsend.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, distinguished guests, councillors, ladies and gentlemen, I'll use those words again that Councillor Anwar used earlier, honour and privilege. And it is an honour and a privilege to move a vote of thanks today for the retiring Mayor, Councillor Paul Reynolds. 12 months ago, former Councillor Graham and I moved and seconded Councillor Reynolds to be Mayor. We had high hopes and expectations for his year of office, and I'm absolutely delighted to stand here to say that we have not been disappointed. He has chaired this council with efficiency and fairness, although he has looked a little bit warm under those robes now and again, but he's certainly got through, and I think Councillor Chowdhury will find it a little bit warm under those robes as well as the year goes on. He's been very busy and very active on the ceremonial, civic and charitable duties, attending numerous events throughout the year. And I've seen firsthand him at a number of those events. And just recently, the ball comes to mind, the mayoral ball, where he certainly threw himself into it with a flamboyant outfit in the Regency theme. Certainly made an impression, Paul. Well done. It's also been a personal delight to see your achievement in finalising the affiliation between Burnley and HMS Active, the new Type 31 frigate being built for the Royal Navy, extending the history of Burnley and HMS Active for the next Burnley generation. I was delighted to receive your invitation to come along to the ceremony to share in this, having played a small part a few years ago with all following mayors to actually get this where you could actually finalise that work, and well done. As First Citizen, Mr. Mayor is a focal point for pride in the town. What it stands for, its history, all eyes are on you at every event, and it's important that that person gets it right. As Councillor Anwar said earlier, we are going through a period of divisiveness where people appear to spend more time shouting at each other than listening, understanding and compromising. A fine line for the Mayor has to be trod at times. Mr. Mayor, Councillor Reynolds got it right throughout his year, and he has fulfilled the role with distinction. This can be a sad day for an outgoing Mayor. You arrive in the posh car, HG1 number plates and all that, and you end up having to catch your lift home and get on the bus. But that's just the nature of the office. But I can assure you the sadness soon goes, and you are left with marvellous warm memories of your time in office. Pride at having been given the opportunity and the sense of satisfaction having served residents and the borough. Paul, you fully deserve your name to be alongside all those previous mayors on display outside of this chamber. In moving this vote of thanks, I add just two words: great job. Thank you.
I call upon Councillor Barbara Dole to second the motion. Councillor Dole.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm also extremely pleased and honoured to be asked to do this, play this role today. And I'd just like to add my thanks and congratulations to the Mayor and the Mayoresses for all the work that they've done, reaching out across the borough and beyond, really, whilst always with a smile, always with professionalism, and whilst raising funds for their chosen charities. And I'd just like to quickly add that that is all ably supported by the Mayoresses Committee, many members of which are here today, and they do an amazing job. Thank you. I second the motion, Mr. Mayor.
The vote of thanks has been moved and seconded. Members of the council only. Will those in favour please say aye? Those against? I declare the motion carried. I take great pleasure in presenting Councillor Paul Reynolds and Mayoresses with the ex-mayor and Mayoresses medallions. Now I call upon Councillor Paul Reynolds to reply to the vote of thanks.
Just wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, fellow councillors, Mr. Mayor, I would like to dedicate this year to the memory of my mother Mary, my brother Greg, my sister Ina, and brother-in-law Barry. I know that they will be looking down smiling and proud, but also at the same time cracking a few jokes at my expense. I can only describe my year as mayor as being an emotional roller coaster. One day I will be welcoming children to the town hall, the next conversing with people dedicated to helping others with their well-being and people who may have had issues emotionally themselves. When I look back over the past 12 months, it is almost impossible to say which has been the best experience, as I have liked and enjoyed them all. However, the following do stand out. My visit to Fleet. The Fleet horse especially Farida, went above and beyond for myself and Mayoress Gail Barton. It was an honour to attend the King's Garden Party, and I know Gail was pleased as she was smiling ear to ear all through the event and after. One of the many highlights was inviting school children, cubs, scouts and brownies to the town hall and visiting local schools. Also winding the children up by getting them to do 6-7. However, like any joke, it did get tedious after a while. So sorry, Foggy, Gail and Naya for having to put up with the continued joke throughout the year. Thanks also to the other mayors, mayoresses and consuls of the other boroughs and town councils. Countless functions and loads of positive experiences from the mayor's charity events to tours of Hamburn, Penrith Valley and Blackburn. They were times of fun and enjoyment, but I took my role seriously and knew I had to conduct myself in a professional manner on more than several occasions. They included everything relating to the armed forces and uniformed services. I was proud to see the King's Lancashire Regiment parade from St Peter's to Turfmoor earlier on in my mayor year. Very honoured to inspect the troops at Turfmoor the same day and with visits to Wheaton Barracks near Preston. 3J-Day commemoration at Lancaster Castle, raising the flag honouring the Armed Forces and Armed Forces Day, and attending the event at Blackburn Cathedral to honour those who fought in Kuwait in 1991. Padding Parade and Remembrance Day. These dedicated men and women who were prepared and are still prepared to put their lives on the line, to make the ultimate sacrifice for all of us, we should be very proud of each and every one of them. Burnley's College, King Charles Air Cadets, Sea Cadets, have all been outstanding, and I thank them all for everything during the last 12 months. I love the dance showcase put on by Burnley College students. Thank you to all of them. And I was also very proud to represent Burnley during the Christmas last week and other events which took place in the year. Gail and Naya, I have been honoured that you have been my mayoresses. Thank you for everything you have done. Your organisational skills and dedication have been amazing. I choose both of you for all your experiences, and I know make the right call. And you have even put up with my great-great-granddad jokes. You must both be very patient, though you did give me some looks on many occasions, i.e. the mother look. And for someone who has got 3-4 sisters, I know that mother's look. Throughout the year, I have been myself, and I've not once forgotten my working class roots growing up on the Bleak House Council Estate. And I used these experiences growing up on the council estate and attended Wellington Hall School for challenging children as a catalyst for this year. I will never forget my roots and where it came from. And I'm sorry to misquote something, but you can take the boy out of Bleak House, but you can't take Bleak House out of the man. I thought I knew Burnley and had an ear to the ground regarding Burnley communities. After all, I had been and solo involved in South West Burnley for the past 28 to 30 years. And also working at Shawstar Children's Centre and at the Children and Family Wellbeing Service. How totally, utterly wrong I was. During the past 12 months, I have met countless community organisations, and now I realise the many dedicated organisations and individuals all working to make Burnley a better place. Some of them work quietly and they don't want to receive any recognition, but they all everyone were dedicated. My year as mayor would have not been a success without a dedicated team behind me. Thank you, Foggy and Darren. You have both gone above and beyond in your duties. Foggy, you have been a diamond, and yes, even when you have been reminding me to have my shirt tucked in, and I've been like every occasion. Thank you to the Mayor's Committee for everything you have done and organised. From Narrow Shoot Fashion Show at Burnley College, to busy Lizzie fish and chips on the Skipton Canal boat trip, to the murder mystery and regional ball, both at Townley Hall. I'm well done now for getting the questions right. All the hard work and dedication, I'm very proud of everything you've done. And they have raised over £14,000 for the Children Mary charities of the hospice, the Air Cadets, and community groups. And I think those organisations will benefit from those kind of donations. I would finally like to turn to Birmingham Youth Mayor, Councillor Sahid Chowdhury. Mr. Mayor, I know you and your mayoress will enjoy the experience. This is the once in a lifetime opportunity. Grab it with both hands. Enjoy every second and be true to yourself. And I, Mr. Mayor, I did enjoy chairing the council the previous year. So, Mr. Mayor, go for it. And can I say, I was really proud of your speech. We were very emotional, and I know it really came from the heart earlier. I would like to thank the Children and Family Wellbeing Service for allowing me time to fulfil my mayoral duties. Good news, if you can call it that, they will be seeing more of me from now on. Family and friends, you have not seen very much of me over the past 12 months. You'll be seeing me more in the future. I'm looking forward to seeing baby Willow and more of the other children. And can you just put family on notice that you'll be able to hear my jokes again? That concludes the speech, and thanks everyone for a wonderful year.
Three, appointment of deputy mayor. I call upon Councillor Jeff Sumner to move the election of Councillor Alan Hosker to act as deputy mayor during my illness or absence for the period of my year of office. Councillor Jeff Sumner.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I so move Alan to be Deputy Mayor. Thank you.
I call upon Councillor Angela Radcliffe to second the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I second that motion.
Members of the council only, will those in favour please say aye. Those against? I declare the motion carried. Item 4, Mayor's communication.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. On behalf of the Mayor, I have the following announcements to make. The Mayor, Councillor Saeed Chowdhury, would like to invite you to the Mayor at Home on Tuesday, 26th of May at the Town Hall. The date of the Mayor's civic event and other mayoral events will be confirmed in due course. At the conclusion of this afternoon's meeting, you're invited to the Crystal Banqueting Suite on Elizabeth Street, where officers will be waiting to greet you. Thank you.
Sorry. As the first act of
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I, Alan Oscar, having been appointed to the office of Deputy Mayor of Burnley Borough Council, I declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully fulfil the duties of it according to the best of my judgment and ability. I undertake and to observe the code of conduct which is expected of me and members of the council.
As the first act of my mayoral year, I would like to present former councillor Gordon Lishman with his 80 years long service award. Gordon should have received this award prior to this term ending, and I would like to correct that oversight today. Gordon, could you come forward, please? Lastly, all right. Lastly, I just wanted to thank Alice team and everyone else involved in helping organize tonight. They have remained patient, supportive, and somehow still smiling through the ever-changing invite list. Thank you very much, Alice, and especially I would like to thank you for your help and support. I know that you mentioned 4 times, but I think it has gone through over 10 times. We have changed the list so many times. I really appreciate all the effort and good humor they have maintained throughout my visits. That concludes the business of this meeting. Thank you all for your attendance. Please follow Claire out of the chamber via the staircase to my right. Only the mayoral parties and guests who are unable to use the stairs should use the main exit. I look forward to welcoming members of the council and any observers back for our council meeting at 6:30 p.m. Thank you very much, everyone.
Distinguished guests, members of council, ladies and gentlemen, please come stand. Thank you.